Well, they can't be all upsets. Let's dive into your January 16th recap for women's basketball. And we start with Ohio State, who extended their winning streak to 17 games this season, defeating Wisconsin 80-69. From the opening tip, it was all Buckeyes as their big three of Chance Gray, Jelani Cambridge, and Cody McMahon combined for 66 points, almost outscoring Wisconsin by themselves. But let's give a quick shout out to Wisconsin's Sarah Williams. Even though her team did come up short, she did ball out with 20 points, 17 rebounds, and 6 assists. Next up, we have a Wildcat versus Wildcat matchup in Kansas as Kansas State took care of Arizona, winning 62-47 and extending their winning streak to 13 games, which ties for the 5th longest in program history. Serena Sundell was the star here, dropping 16 points and 8 assists while hitting a career milestone with 1,507 points. She's now the 14th player in K-State history to hit 1,500 points. All right, say it with me, guys. Defense, dun dun, defense. North Carolina held SMU to just 19% shooting and allowed the second fewest points in an ACC game in program history, winning 64-33. Alyssa Utsby led the way with 12 points and 18 rebounds, and Maria Gottdang had 10 points, 7 boards, and 2 blocks, making her just the 6th player in UNC program history to finish with a career 200 blocks. Speaking of defense, Duke was on another level last night. They completely dominated Cal, winning 72-68 and holding them to the fewest points ever by a ranked opponent in program history. It was turnover city for Cal. They had 31 turnovers and Duke took full advantage. Freshman Toby Fournier was unstoppable, scoring 23 points and grabbing 11 rebounds off the bench. We saw another standout performance by a freshman, this time for Joyce Edwards, who led the charge for South Carolina with 21 points as the Gamecocks defeated Alabama 76-58. Chloe Kitts also chipped in a double-double with 10 points and 13 rebounds, and Malaysia Fulwiley added 16 points as well. Gamecocks cruise to another SEC win. Notre Dame survives their second game without Hannah Hidalgo, defeating Georgetown 81-66. Despite a limited roster, the Fighting Irish controlled the boards, shared the ball, and shot efficiently, though turnovers were a bit of an issue for Notre Dame. Maddie Westbell was awesome in this one. She made her first start of the season and came up big with 20 points and 5 rebounds. Sonia Citron, well, she was doing everything for the Fighting Irish. 21 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 steals. She's looking every bit like a future lottery pick. I'm just saying, guys. And let's not forget Leah Two King, who had another fantastic game, though it didn't totally show in the box score. She did reach 1,000 career rebounds, and she finished the game with 6 points and 12 boards. Texas bounces back from their tough loss against South Carolina, beating Auburn 74-57. Madison Booker was on fire in the second half, scoring 19 of her 22 points early on. Rory Harmon also had herself a game with 20 points and 6 assists. Way to bounce back for the Longhorns. Oklahoma took care of Mizzou 80-63 thanks to Payton Verhulst, who had herself a night, guys. She dropped 20 points in the third quarter alone, finishing the game with a career-high 38 points, including 6 awesome threes. On We Back Pat night, the Tennessee Lady Vols got the win over Mississippi State 86-73. Ruby Whitehorn led the charge with 20 points. Delasia Cooper had a double-double, 16 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists. And Samara Spencer added in 18 points. And finally, NC State beat Pitt 83-67. The Wolfpack were firing on all cylinders, with Isaiah James, Sanaya Rivers, and Zoe Brooks and Madison Hayes combining for 64 points in between the four of them at halftime. NC State ended up honoring legend Debbie Antonelli as she got entered into the Ring of Honor and got her banner unveiled. If y'all don't know, Debbie was an absolute star back in the day for the Wolfpack. And guys, that is your recap. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to hit that like, hit that comment, hit that subscribe, and if you loved it, please share this with a friend. I'll see y'all in the next one. Till next time, guys. Bye-bye.